What's up, y'all? Welcome to the Christian FGC, where we glorify Jesus, the truth of his word, and his gospel through our fighting game. As you can see today, we're going to be getting into some Fatal Fury City of the Wolves and talking about our thoughts on the beta and whatnot. And as you know, if you've been following the channel for the past couple of weeks, we have been very excited for that game. We've been using like the old game Market of Wolves to kind of learn the mechanics and stuff like that, just so we'll be prepped up. We've also been taking these past couple of weeks, to really strengthen our mindset as a fighting game player, by using verses in the Bible to kind of help us with things like impatience, frustrations, by reading Proverbs to help us with, preparation and things of that nature, and reading other verses to help us with patience, opposite than impatience, of course, but also help us with joy so we can really enjoy these fighting games. So I was just excited to come into this beta with that new mindset. Of course, we can use that stuff now, right? But this was kind of like a fresh start for me to be like, okay, I have all these tools now that I didn't have before, so I was just very excited to use that stuff. Before we get started, I just want to go ahead and get out the way. This is not a review, okay? This is not me telling you, hey, you should buy this game because it is, you shouldn't buy this game because of that, or this game should get delayed because of this. This is none of that. This is just me like sharing my experience with you guys and how I felt throughout the days I played, telling you the things I really enjoyed versus the things I might not enjoy, so this is just me telling y'all my experience, okay? So with that being said, we just gonna, go day by day and just take you through the emotions I had as I entered, the game, and what was going through my head, what was going through my mind as I was playing the game. So let's go ahead and get started. So my first time actually being able to play the beta was Friday after work. So let's start there. So my experience Friday was just like, I went into it like I didn't plan to do no tutorial or nothing like that. I just wanted to jump in with my homeboy Bobby and get some games in. And plus it was kind of late, so I was kind of getting ready for the stream the next morning, wanted to get some rest. So yeah, man, we just got in there, jumped in, and played some games. Like as you can see here in the background, we was just pressing buttons and mashing. This is a new game. Really the like first SNK game. I mean, we tried KOL 15, but unfortunately that came and went really fast for us. So this is the first time we're really giving it a try, and man, we had fun. Like we had a lot of fun with this game, despite us not knowing what we was doing, right? We had extreme fun with this game. I will say just a couple things I'll mention. Finding doing the room match stuff and all that, it felt like it was too many steps, like trying to actually play with him, getting him, inviting him and whatnot, inviting him to the room match, inviting him as a friend, blah 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 blah. It felt like it was just too many steps for me personally. I would like that to be smoother or an easier way, maybe to like invite somebody instead of having to add them as a friend and blah 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 in the room match. I think I had problems with like the room ID and sending him that to where it wasn't reading on his end. So that was something that was like I didn't like when we got in. But speaking of the room match, man, I love the layout. Like I love the system. It's like six slots. Yes, it's like 6 slots to where you can get in and have like multiple people doing those 6 slots. So theoretically you could have like 6 King of the Hill style things going on, and I love that. Like it makes for like a great community night type thing, and something like that where you just invite everybody and they just jump in and they playing with each other. I really like how the system went. But back to the gameplay though. Overall, like I said, the first night was just about us getting in, feeling the game. And yeah, man, we really loved it. We really enjoyed it. Like after it was done, we just like, yeah, we can't wait to get back on this game. So gameplay left great impression on us. So the next time we were able to touch the beta was Saturday morning during the live stream. So there we kind of started off with actually doing the tutorial before we jumped into the gameplay. And my first impressions on the tutorial, it was some good stuff. They taught you the basic stuff. They taught you the rev gauge system. Of course, that's new in the game. But after I was done, I was like, dang, it's already over, right? So I think they hid some stuff in there or didn't add all the stuff. And proof of that is during my rank matches, I was getting wake up, rolled on throughout all these matches, man. And I was like, how you do that? Like I played some of my boys Saturday night as well, and I was like, how y'all rolling, getting up and stuff? And they had to tell me from playing the old game. So yeah, I think maybe they just would stand to tutorial, but I know the point of this was just figuring out the net code and matchmaking. So maybe that's why. But speaking of matchmaking, going into the ranked matches, that's what I did next. And I know matchmaking is like the biggest thing overall across the fighting game community people are talking about. I agree that it needs to be worked on, but my experience wasn't horrible, right? I did have some load times where I was like, why am I waiting all day, but most of the time on average, it just took a little longer than usual, but I was able to get a couple of matches in. Again, matchmaking could be worked on, it could be smoother, it could definitely be quicker, especially in this day and age, like with Street Fighter and Tekken, where you getting in matches like instantly and stuff like that. I think it definitely needs to like improve in that area. But once you get in the matches, like the gameplay is great. Of course, I had some like weird matches. I probably had one match to where I was like, oh nah, I can't do this, and that's because I had my connection set to any, so maybe I got somebody on Wi-Fi or something like that. But for the most part, it worked out for me. Things I will say I noticed though, like in between rounds, that was my biggest thing. I'm not gonna lie, the most thing that annoyed me in this beta was in between rounds you get like a black screen and it takes forever. Like that just felt bad, and I think overall, like the online needs an overhaul, right? It needs to be worked on, because stuff like that, and then actually the versus screen taking long to get, and then just picking like your ratio for your SPG, that it just felt wonky, so I think they could work on that. But that was Saturday morning, and then of course I went in the night with community lobby night. And speaking of community lobby night, if you want to join the Discord, we got the link below where you can join and come play with us, man. Every Saturday we have a community lobby night where we just get together, chill out, and have fun. You don't even gotta play games, you can just come in there and talk with us and have a good time. So if you're interested in that, please click on that link below. But yeah, man, I had great time with them, man. And yeah, we just had fun. We just got in the room match and had fun, mashing and stuff. I will say, speaking to that, having no training mode in this was frustrating. Like I said earlier, I saw something come out to why they said like, hey, we didn't add this because we're just really focused on the matchmaking and netcode. But I'm not one of those people that can just naturally like, get on something and learn on the fly like that. I need a training mode to actually sit there and digest. So not having that was kind of frustrated, but that was more so a personal thing, right? That was just because I can't learn like that. But other than that, man, Saturday was great. Enjoy some more games. So the next and final time actually I was able to play the beta was Tuesday after work. So shout out to Wordplay, because I actually didn't know, the beta was still going on. I thought it had ended. So I was just hurt, y'all, because Sunday and Monday I was very busy, so I was already having withdrawals. I was over here sad. I was like, dang, I can't play the beta no more. And Wordplay kind of reminded me like, hey, the beta is still out, so I was able to jump in. And the idea behind that Tuesday experience was just do rank matches, like get in and do some rank matches. Again, matchmaking, like, yeah, it took longer than usual, but I was getting matches, y'all. I was getting matches left and right, and at this time I had it on +3, because from Saturday I didn't like how I got that match, with skipping and stuff like that, so I made sure to do +3 connection, and all my matches was pretty much smooth. So yeah, got in there, and the experience there was, I was actually like, okay, I'm learning. Like I felt like Tuesday ranked matches showed me that I had an overall like idea of how the system works, the new system, rev gauge and everything like that, rev axle, all that stuff. I would encourage y'all to go on the website. They have great information on that stuff. But like I said, this isn't a review. I'm just telling my experience, so we ain't gonna go into like the details of what all those things are. But yeah, man, I went from like a 9-15 record to like 25-24 record. And that's not me bragging on like, ooh, look at me, I'm getting the wins. That just shows you like how before I ain't know what I was doing. Like I said, I just jumped in and was just playing. But at this point I felt like, having that experience, playing with the boys, playing with Bobby, playing with the community, I felt like I had that experience to where I was learning something, right? I even had my little preacher B&Bs going on, you'll see in the background, me doing my little rev axle into super moves and stuff like that, and then ending with like the DP. Like I was so hyped when I hit that combo, y'all, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, man, overall this experience was just like, hey, get as many matches as I can before this game ends. So that was Tuesday. So yeah, y'all, that was just kind of some of our experiences throughout the days we were actually able to touch the beta. And overall, I love this game, y'all. Like, I love the gameplay when you get in games. It's smooth. Like, I love everything about it. The system, the rev gauge. I even love that. I feel like it's not too overwhelming or anything like that. So I'm very excited to, get back in this thing. I know they did mention online beta, just trying to, clean up all the matchmaking things, which I would say that was the bad that came from the experience that I had. Like, just the matchmaking, and not even the matchmaking itself, but just the online in general. I feel like it can be cleaned up to where it's smoother, getting in matches between rounds and stuff like that. But despite that, I'm still ready for this game. Like, your boy pre-ordered this like years ago, exaggerating, but I did pre-order this like November, October, something like that. So I've been waiting a long time. So yeah, man, hopefully, fingers crossed, we can get that beta, because that other beta, because your boy just want to play the game again. But overall, even if we don't, I'm very excited, and I'm very hopeful that in these 2 months they will do what they have to do in order to clean up the online and fix the matchmaking and stuff. So with that being said, y'all, thank y'all for y'all support and watching your boy just share our experiences about, Fatal Fury, and kind of nerding out over here about being excited about the game and whatnot. And until next time.